Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is boys basketball as East Brunswick takes on Edison in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Megan O'Neill. And Megan, East Brunswick 10-4, Edison 5-9. The first time these two teams met, East Brunswick won handily by 16 points. But in the last three games, Edison has come on, and they have beaten Piscataway and Perth Amboy, which has my attention at least. I don't know. What do you think about this game tonight?
It's definitely going to be an exciting matchup against these two teams. Like you said, we have Edison coming into this game. They're obviously going to be confident with their two very big wins, and they're going to be looking to knock off the Bears. Bottom line, the Bears come into this game 7-1 in the Red Division. We have to think that that's going to give them some confidence, but at the same time, they really need to come out tonight and show that they should be where they are in the Red Division right now.
Okay, and as we all know, that when East Brunswick is doing things right, they play a complete team game led by Tom Gaziella, John Byrne, who in 2 games ago suffered an ankle injury. Have you talked to Bo Henning, the coach, and asked how the health of the team is?
The health of the team is fine tonight. They did have a couple of injuries, like you said, John Byrne's ankle. We also had Jimmy McCluskey with a couple of problems. Mr. Henning didn't say anything to me about being worried about any injury tonight, so I think he's got all of his players back and at 100% and ready to go for the game.
Okay, so no excuses on East Brunswick's part. Okay, we're going to take a quick break now and be back with the tip-off right after this. Okay, we are back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where tonight East Brunswick is about to tip off with Edison. The Bears coming in with a 10-4 overall record, 7-1 in the GMC Red. Edison with an overall 5-9 record. Did we get their division mark, Megan? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but as we mentioned at the top of the show, this team has sort of found itself in knocking off Piscataway and Perth Amboy in 2 of their 3 recent games. So they come in here with some renewed confidence. You can see from their body language that they feel they belong here, and it's going to be up to East Brunswick to be able to maintain its poise and play its game.
Definitely, like we were saying in the pregame, this is 2 teams. We have one team high on confidence right now, some big wins recently, and we have the Bears coming in. They lost a tough one to Colonial last Friday. They really want to come out tonight and get a win and show that they should be 7-1 in this division. So it should be an exciting game.
You have the usual starting lineup for East Brunswick: McCluskey, Wagenblast, Byrne, Gaziella, and Nettie. Jumping for Edison is number 44, Mike Campbell. East Brunswick controls the tip-off, and that is McCluskey. Gaziella with an open jumper.
Bounces right back to him, so the Bears get another chance.
And we'll have to watch the board contest. It looks like the teams are pretty equal in terms of height.
Nice feed inside by Jimmy McCluskey.
And Edison comes down with the rebound. That's number 20, Uganowski. Hope you got that right. No score here. We're just underway.
That's a quick turnover by Edison. Bears playing defense, not even all over the ball, though, really.
So maybe just a little bit of nerves.
We're seeing Edison in a man-to-man, too. They're not really in the passing lane, kind of sloughing off a little bit.
And you see McCluskey bringing it across court to Byrne. He has an open alley, takes it up, blocked nicely.
He wasn't able to protect the ball there because he shot it with his right hand on the left side. So had he protected the ball with his right hand and shot with his left, he might have avoided the block.
You are definitely a coach. That's an excellent observation.
It looked like there was some contact on that take by Mike Wagenblast.
Byrne will look to inbounds. That's McCluskey. What are you seeing so far, Megan? Any close man-to-man defense? You mentioned that.
It looks like they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball. They're not in denying passing lanes, though, so the Bears have been able to make easy passes.
That time, Wagenblast got free for an open layup with the right hand, by the way.
And it was a good, strong take to the hoop.
East Brunswick with 2-0 lead, 6:40 to go in the first quarter.
Looks like we're going to have a foul underneath the basket, maybe an illegal screen.
And that is the call, as number 3, Manfrey, is charged with the foul. That's the first foul of the game. First team foul for Edison.
And that's 2 quick possessions, a turnover and then a foul call for Edison.
Stolen. Then it goes off Reeder's foot. Oh, I think they bought one on that.
That call. It
they
looked like
one.
Jimmy hit it off his foot.
You know the kids are going to do that anyway, right? Whether they're guilty or not, they're going to point.
Either way.
Yeah. All right, to the hoop strongly goes Ugoski.
Nettie with the board. Big, strong board by him.
Steve Nettie has been playing well. Made a couple of crucial points in the win, the most recent win. That was the. Going to find out that I think it was Hillsborough, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was against Hillsborough before that. So that with that missed shot, not a lot of scoring here in the early going. You've got number 44. That is Campbell, that produces the first points for the Eagles to tie the score at 2. 5:35 left to go in quarter 1. Byrne with an open look. Campbell comes down with it. He's their marquee player.
Mike Wagenbus is D'ing him up. It looks like he's giving him a step.
McCluskey denying. Good defense.
Yeah, very smart play by Zach Manfrey, too, to knock it off his leg before he went out of bounds.
Let's see, he kicked the ball out of bounds and got possession. Knocks it off McCluskey. Gets possession. Ugonoski with it. East Brunswick in its own man-to-man defense.
Yeah, not too much pressure on the ball, though. It looks like they're in the passing lane, but they're not all over the ball. Edison must have a quick first step, giving them a little space so they don't get beat to the basket.
There's a long outside 3 that goes in by Ugonoski. So the Eagles take a 5-2 lead, and a immediate 30-second timeout by Bo Henning, the East Brunswick coach. And we will have the opportunity to listen in on him since he's mic'd up.
Listen, we're not in that soft 21 that we've been playing, okay? We're in a different mindset here. We got to be tougher, and we got to create some things off of our defense, okay? Now, on the offensive end of the court, let's make sure that we give things a chance, okay? Give things a chance. Respect the D enough, execute set solid screens, use solid screens, okay? Next time we score, we're 34, okay? Everybody be in the same page here, 34.
It looks like Coach Henning is looking for his team to take up the defensive intensity a little bit. Like maybe in some of the recent games they've been playing, they've been having to slough off a little bit more, and I think he wants them to pick it up a little bit now.
And also that defense is the catalyst for the transition that East Brunswick wants to get points on the other end of the floor.
And we've got Edison here showing his own for the first time.
Almost caught. There's the turnover once more. Ugonoski thought about it. Manfrey gets an open look, and he hits a 3. So the Eagles out to an 8-2 lead. 4:16 left to go in the quarter. First quarter of play.
And they have switched to a trapping defense, and it's been effective so far.
So you have another turnover as Gadziella forced it in. East Brunswick's going to have to do some denial here.
They got the ball trapped in the corner, but they got it out.
That one by Manfrey misses. McCluskey attempts to go to the middle, so Gaziella gets an open look.
Great kick out by Jimmy McCluskey, able to get the wide open shot for Tommy Gaziella as he's stepping towards the basket.
So that makes the score 8-4 as Manfrey, excuse me, I was saying Manfrey was Reeder. Looks like number 3, Zach Manfrey's limping a little.
He might have just turned his ankle. Looks like he's just trying to walk it off.
And Edison will inbounds. And they break that. This is Reeder. Inside shot, up and in, that by Terry Rowland. So the Eagles taking advantage of their opportunities on the offensive end of the floor.
And they're back into their man-to-man defense.
A little over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. That's the score, 10-4. Edison with the lead. Kluski, top of the key, will not go.
I don't think that's the shot that Coach Henning was looking for by saying taking your time.
Campbell, a little hard off the backboard.
Yeah, Wagenblast was looking for the charge. He didn't get it. Might have been just enough to distract the shooter.
You see McCluskey with the ball. He drives, puts it up, and hits it. Draws the foul. Jimmy McCluskey, the smallest player on the floor.
He did a nice job of getting into the lane there and using his jump stop to be able to go off of 2 feet up strong, and he just snuck in between the defenders.
By the way, Jimmy does not like me to say that, okay?
Does not like you to say what?
That
Not
he's
the
the
biggest
smallest
one.
player on the floor.
It's the truth. He should be proud of it.
Because he makes up for it in heart. Rowland was the one that was was fouled, so.
Edison breaking this press easily so far.
10-7 is the score. Reeder kicks it out to Campbell. Now he drives. Nice move to the hoop. Mike Campbell with a good
Sweet
touch.
crossover dribble.
2:07 left to go in quarter one.
Wagenblast with the ball at the high post.
Yeah.
Kicking it back out.
They're keeping the down. There's. I was going to say they're keeping everything open in the middle. There's a nice shot by Wagenblast.
What a finish.
Draws the foul. Uganowski, I believe, was the culprit.
Did a great job of kicking it out and then cutting to the basket. They were able to find him for the easy 2. Coach Henning really moving players in and out of the game early today, keeping the players, keeping the starters rested, getting them out and getting them back in the game.
And you haven't seen any substitutes for Edison this entire period. I always like to make that observation to find out if that's going to continue, and if it does, then you know that something can happen in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, that can always impact the game.
So Wagenblast sinks the foul shot to make for the traditional three-point play and makes the score 12-10. 141. Campbell driving hard. Oh.
Good strong board.
Yeah. In the game for East Brunswick is Ragland. Shot up by Eckert. Nice rebound by Gaziella.
Tommy Gaziella.
Yeah.
Defensive rebound, offensive rebound, 2 points.
A little bit more intense here is East Brunswick in the latter portion of the first period. We are tied at 12.
We see John Byrne doing a good job on the ball, keeping the offensive player in front of him.
Almost tapped it away. Manfrey with it. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Turnaround move. Will not fall. That one does, however. So Rowland picks up the rebound and gives Edison the lead once more.
Bears are going to have to look to answer that. It's forcing the player to use his left-handed dribble.
Ragland in the corner to Gaziella.
Manfrey really overplaying Ragland to go to the left side.
You heard Coach Bo Henning say play for one. Puts it up. Will not fall. 5 seconds left.
Yeah, that shot was a little bit early.
Manfrey actually had Reeder had a little bit more time that he didn't have to make that balanced shot.
He was not aware of the clock.
Yeah, but nonetheless, East Brunswick did not really play effectively until the last few minutes of the quarter and only find themselves down 14-12. That's got to bode well for East Brunswick.
For right now, I think it does, but at the same time, like you said, they didn't play what they're capable of, so hopefully that's good for them if they can now come out and show what they can do, but really, I don't think Coach Henning is happy with the way that they played that quarter.
Well, let's listen in.
You got it, right? Mark, you got never mind, I got it. Now, in 34, they want to pass it up the court. We have to make them dribble it. Two ways you do that. You deny and you pressure the ball. If you get it going up the sideline, we'll take a chance with it, right? Even if it's a little bit late. But then everybody's got to be good teammates, protecting the basket and get back to your match, okay? That's their ball coming out right now. Let's show them one time 51 here. 51.
Megan, I got to tell you, a lot of coaches are good with X's and O's, but it's his ability to communicate to his players so that they understand what he's talking about that really makes him a great coach. I mean, there's no doubt in those players' minds that they know what they need to do, and they'll execute it on the court.
Oh, absolutely. And he's just a very good coach at looking at the small details of what his team is doing well and what his team is not doing well, and really emphasizing those things to his players.
Campbell with the ball. There's a steal. Eckert brings it across the line.
And the Bears get a turnout over out of that 1-3-1 defense.
Eckert, nice, smooth shot. A three-pointer gives East Brunswick its first lead of the game.
And it looks like Coach Henning wants to stick with this 1-3-1 zone, see if they can get another one.
Uganowski too strong. Fed inside.
A little mismatch down low.
Yeah, that was McLaughlin in the game for the first time. And we have our first East Brunswick foul. I believe McLaughlin's going to be charged with that.
I believe that was on John Byrne.
John Byrne,
yes.
Excuse me. Okay. First team foul for East Brunswick.
And we can see the Bears really trying to read the eyes of the person with the ball, looking for what they're going to do next.
Thompson did not convert. Excuse me, that was Campbell. Byrne gets an open look. Gaziello with the rebound.
I'm not sure if that was a pass or not, but it worked out, and I'd give him the assist.
All right. So East Brunswick now with a 3-point lead. Second quarter of play, 6:35 left to go. Around the horn, gives it to Campbell, and I'll tell you what, Edison has been missing an awful lot of shots inside.
Yeah, that really should have been 2 points. You cannot let the ball get to the middle when you're playing a 1-3-1 zone.
There's an open look for McLaughlin. And
great bounce pass inside. Jimmy McCluskey getting low to the floor, getting a good bounce pass into the post.
Megan, what do you see that East Brunswick's doing differently? Other than being more intense, do you notice anything on the court that they're doing?
I think that really what they've done is by going into this 1-3-1 zone, Edison really seems frazzled by it. Even when they are getting something good, they're not able to finish. So the Bears have really, I think, used that defense to turn it into offense. And I think also just rebounding-wise, they gave up one offensive board, but they've rebounded good defensively, and they've also gotten some easy rebounds offensively. Like we saw Tommy Gaziella came out strong, got some big offensive boards, and converted them.
Okay, well, we're looking at East Brunswick's huddle, but over on the other side, you see Charles Moore, the Edison coach, imploring his team on, and you got to think that he's probably trying to calm his team down and say, look, you guys are getting the shots inside. You just need to convert them and not be so anxious.
Definitely. I mean, they've gotten everything that they've wanted. And one thing that I did notice that Edison can't do is leave their feet when they're going to pass the ball. And any coach will tell you that whenever the other team is playing a zone, they're looking to anticipate what you're going to do. And if you leave your feet, you cannot change your mind. Then you have to make the pass that you're going for, and that's an easy turnover. So,
all right, so East Brunswick suddenly with a 5-point lead, which caused Edison to call a timeout.
And we'll see what Edison does against this 1-3-1. They're setting up with the 2 high front.
Manfrey to Oganowski. Manfrey's going to take the 3. In and out.
And, you know, that's a wide open shot against the 1-3-1, but right now that's the shot that the Bears want them to take.
Nettie back in the game. Gadziella. Penetration. Got to get out of there. McCluskey will not go. Nettie with a strong rebound. East Brunswick getting the boards, getting the second opportunities.
Really aggressive on the boards. That was a good pull down by Stephen Nettie, but couldn't convert that time. End up with the jump ball.
Gadziella tied up, arrow to East Brunswick.
And they're going to play 2-3 out of bounds right now against the Bears.
Bears, Goloszewski in the game. There's a nice shot by Gadziella. He's got 8 points to lead all scorers as East Brunswick now leads 21-14. Bears use lots of players. Nettie tips it away, and it was off Edison.
Nettie's doing a great job that time. He's the opposite wing on the 1-3-1. He needs to dive down to the block just enough to get his hand on that pass.
So now the Bears into a more free-flowing game here with the lead.
Edison still in their man-to-man defense.
You know, it's been a while since the Eagles have put points on the scoreboard. I think East Brunswick's got something like a 10-0 run here. Oganowski, ill-advised pass there. Very nice job by Jimmy McCluskey. You know, he does like he plays like a veteran, which he is. But I mean, you see how he guarded himself from preventing anybody else from getting the ball, and then called timeout.
Yeah.
Nice job. All right, let's listen in on Bo Henny.
Shots. You always should take good shots. I don't care if you take 50 a game. Okay. Come on, that's what we need you to do. We run stuff well. You got to take the shots that are there. All right. Yeah, I know. That's why we want you to get to, go by him if you can. Show some patience on the weak side. He's never going to be able to guard it. All right. All right.
Is this a full timeout? I guess it is.
Let's run a shallow 2. Shallow 2 off of this. Okay.
You got a score for us, Megan?
The girls won by about 20.
About 20. Okay, that's unofficial. We'll get a final score before the evening's out. They're just arriving back from their game, which was played earlier. East Brunswick with the ball. 4:30 left to go in quarter 2. Nice steal taken away by Manfrey. And that was 2 points that he earned. And that does not make Jimmy McCluskey happy.
It's an unfortunate turnover. That was good defense.
21-16.
Mike Wagenblast working hard inside.
Nice inside move, draws the foul.
Tell you, he does a great job of using his body to create fouls against bigger players. He really does a great job of posting up, first of all, just to get position to get the ball. And then once he has it, using head fakes, using shoulder fakes, getting his shoulder square to the basket to create the contact.
So Wagenblast to the line, makes the first. East Brunswick perfect from the line, 3 for 3. Misses the second. I think the arrow goes to Edison.
Yes. And it looks like the Bears are going to fall back into their 1-3-1 defense, which has been effective for them in many games that we've seen them play this year. Really, against South Brunswick was the first time they showed it, and it was extremely effective.
Manfrey cross court. Bounce pass inside to Campbell. They're doing a good job of denying Campbell, but from the outside is number 30. That is Justin Thompson, who hits a 3 to make it 22-19. What's this foul?
Looks like it was a reach-in foul. Usually whenever you just come swinging down at the ball, the refs, even if they don't see it, are going to tend to call it no matter how hard the contact is.
Inbounds. That's Byrne. John Byrne hasn't scored yet.
Jimmy McCluskey getting his team set up.
John Byrne coming into this game, the second leading scorer for East Brunswick, after Gadziella. EB taking its sweet time. Eddie drives strong to the basket. Oh!
Good strong take right off the back of the rim. We see John Byrne trying to cut off that pass across the court.
They say that the ball went off an East Brunswick foot, so it's a kick, and right away they blow a whistle.
Can't believe they're giving them the ball underneath the basket for that. I would think it would be out on the wing.
Inbounds. Oganowski puts it up and hits. They're letting him shoot that.
Yeah, he had a lot of time to think about that shot.
That's his second three. Eagles with 4 3-pointers. We're tied.
And really then a rush shot by East Brunswick.
So this game in spurts. Edison out to a lead, then East Brunswick comes back, takes a lead, and now we're tied.
And we see the Bears turning up their man-to-man defense right now, getting in passing lanes.
Wagon Blast tried to draw a foul on Campbell. No whistle.
And then East Brunswick gives it right back. Bears really need to step up their man-to-man defense right now and get a stop.
What do we got here? Well, McCluskey is guarding him close, and Manfrey responds by taking his elbows and putting them out there. Jimmy gets his first foul. Team second.
He gives up his dribble early.
And has to call a timeout.
Not a good spot to give up your dribble right there near half court.
Yeah, they're going to have a 30-second timeout. So we've observed in this game, Megan, that Edison was able to do what it wanted to, was making its shots, and got out to about 5-point lead. Then East Brunswick comes back, not only ties, but goes out to about a 5-point lead of its own. And then Edison comes back, and here we are, 22-22. You wonder, what's the next step?
It's going to be interesting to see who gets the momentum right now, because it seems like Coach Henning is really looking for his players to come out and play good man-to-man defense. And we know that that's really what the Bears are all about. That's the heart and soul of this team. And I think he really wants his players to prove themselves right now. And Edison at the same time, they've just hit a couple jumpers. They're on a little bit of a run right now, so I'm sure they're looking to take the ball to the hoop.
Oganowski, who's been successful from the outside on 2 shots. So you can't leave him open.
Tommy Gadziella guarding him.
And Oganowski gets the job done, drawing the foul. That was just a game of one-on-one.
Yeah, I think he was the only player that touched the ball in that possession, Oganowski.
In and out. 145. And makes the second. So the Eagles back to a 1-point lead. A steal once more. And Gadziella picks up his second foul.
And Edison is really, what they're doing is they're cutting off the angles to the right side of the court for the Bears, really forcing them to go to their weak side. And right now the Bears are tentative to do it. We saw that time. Oganowski got the steal just by completely overplaying Tommy Gadziella to make him go left, and he wouldn't go left.
Right. And you got to believe that Henning will make that observation. This is Ogonowski's second trip to the foul line. He is 1 for 2, made the first, long on the second. So it's a 2-point margin for the Eagles. Then he pushes it up the floor to Gadziella. And Tommy draws the foul. That will be charged to Josh Williams. Williams was in the JV game. I'm surprised to see somebody who played junior varsity game, make an early entry into this game. Whatever.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why.
Gadziella hits the first.
All I can say was it was a close JV game, so maybe they brought him up to try and get a win JV.
Absolutely. Tommy hits both foul shots to once again tie the score. He has 10 points as he takes a rest. And we are down to about 1:20 left in this second quarter.
Ogonowski running off double screen.
Here you go with this isolation with Ogonowski.
It looks like the Eagles really looked for him to take the ball one-on-one.
And a 5-second call. How do they call that if he's in the corner?
Well, they can call 5 seconds in the corner. I'm surprised that they were counting, because the rule is if you're attacking the basket, then they can't call 5 seconds. And he did attack the basket and then pull back out. So
okay,
I guess that was kind of a judgment call by the official.
Oh yes, those judgment calls.
And we see again forcing them to go left, and another turnover.
Cross-court pass. Campbell, 2 misses by Edison. 3. Finally, Wagon Blast comes down with it. 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Are we hearing one from Henning?
That's what it sounds like. Still a little over 30 seconds left on the clock.
Edison.
Probably going to get into a motion offense right now if they want to waste all this time. And we see the official was counting again. The Bears have to be careful.
Question is, who do you want to shoot?
I'd say the Bears are going to go to John Byrne here.
10 seconds. That's Nettie. Inside. Looks like Steve's going to be the one that shoots. And a shot hits the backboard, and aptly so. The score is tied 24-24 at halftime. Megan O'Neill, it was really a game of ebb and flow, where the Bears were able to, do things right for a period of time, and then Edison did things right. And if you look at the game, it was really just a balanced effort on everybody's part.
I think this is the game of runs completely. We saw Edison have a couple minutes here and there where they looked good, where they were doing good offensive things and playing good defense. And then we also saw we saw the Bears also have a couple of minutes of looking good. Tommy Gadziella, big rebounds. They played their 1-3-1. It was effective. But really, in the end, I wouldn't say that either of these teams have played a great half by any means. They both had unforced turnovers, made poor decisions, and I really think that, it was just moments of good play and not a whole put-together package
In other words,
from either team.
In other words, room for improvement on
Definitely.
both sides of the ball. Okay, the score is 24-24 at halftime between Edison and East Brunswick. We will take a break and be back with the second half tip-off right after this. Okay, we are back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where the Bears and Edison Eagles are tied 24-all as we're set to begin the second half of play. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Megan O'Neill as we peer into the huddle of Bo Henning, who is pointing fingers, Megan. I personally did not hear what Bo Henning had to say in the locker room, but I'm sure some adjustments were coming.
Yeah, I'm sure he's setting the expectations higher for his team to perform for more minutes of the second half than they did in the first half, because really we only saw some small pieces of greatness from the Bears, and we need to see definitely longer spurts of them playing good man-to-man defense and taking care of the basketball and making some shots.
So the Bears will walk onto the court with the lineup that started this game. McCluskey, Byrne, Wagenblast, Gaziella, and Nitti. And that is McCluskey with the ball. Underway here in the third quarter. Byrne, who is really getting his first opportunity.
And he gets fouled on the shot.
And that was a three-point foul.
It was good execution by the Bears. They ran John Byrne's man off a double pick and got him a couple inches to get that shot off. So hopefully he can step up to the line and get them 3 points.
And the foul charge to Campbell, his first. John Byrne sinks the first. Two for two. Bears having another fine evening from the foul line. It's 8 for 10.
It's a good way to come out of the locker room right there. Easy 3 points.
And right away, East Brunswick up by 3.
And we see the Bears in their denial man-to-man defense.
Campbell, boy, he really wanted to go to that right side, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
And that cost him.
And the Bears off and running, obviously looking to step up the tempo of this game a little bit.
And they're going to say that foul was before the shot. But John Byrne getting more touches.
And I'm sure that's something that, Coach Henning has to look at, too, from the first half. John Byrne is, their leading scorer. He's got to get the ball. He's got to get some shots.
And Campbell picks up 2 quick fouls.
And we see just Bears setting picks for John Byrne to get open.
And Byrne called for the travel. So the turnover will give the ball to the Eagles. Oganowski penetrates and puts it home. Oganowski, the leading scorer for Edison, with 10 points.
Nice inside out by Mike Wagenblast. He's really working hard inside.
Byrne will not go. However, East Brunswick with the rebound, put up by Wagenblast.
Nice job by Wagenblast, working hard for position and then coming up with the rebound.
EB out to a 3-point margin again.
I'll tell you, Edison just passing the ball wherever they want to right now, though. The Bears not really doing a very good job of getting up and getting in those passing lanes.
That was a nice job by Nitti to deny that shot. Byrne, he's going to do it again. In and out.
Right now, John Byrne just got to think positive, He's got close shot right there, got called for the walk last time. He's got to keep his head in the game here and think of himself as a scorer.
Oganowski loses the handle.
Looks like there was a little miscommunication there of what they were trying to do.
So East Brunswick gets the turnover. Gaziella, Byrne. Gaziella's going to take a 3. Will not go.
And the Bears just a little bit off shooting-wise starting out this second half. They're setting good screens. They're getting each other open. And they just haven't been able to knock down any long-range shots. See John Byrne denying the ball to the wing.
With it, Reeder. Oganowski inside again. And they're going to catch Byrne on that foul. So they're trying to penetrate and have had good success, but they just have not converted those shots.
Yeah, and it really looks like Oganowski is looking to go to the right side, like you mentioned last time. I mean, I would say the Bears should step up and see if he can use his left hand at all, because he really seems to go strong right, but he seems tentative, or he hasn't even tried because the Bears haven't made him go to the left side.
Byrne with 2 fouls. So he and Gaziella both saddled with 2 fouls. 5:20 left to go in quarter 3.
Jimmy McCluskey guarding the ball.
And Nettie fronts Roland. There's Campbell to the hoop. Will not go. McCluskey goes high for the rebound.
Over everyone.
Bears spread it out. McCluskey, quick pass to Nettie, recovers. Gaziella knocked away. Here's Oganowski to the hoop and draws the foul, makes the hoop.
And again, going to the right side, I really think that the Bears need to step up and recognize that and keep him to the left. I mean, he's got great quickness, so I'm not saying it's going to be easy to contain him to go to only one side of the court, but he really goes strong to the left side. He has a quick first step. It's hard when he sets his mind to it, but they need to force him to use his weak hand a little bit.
McCluskey is charged with that foul, his second. And Oganowski ties the score once more on that foul shot.
Edison showing a little trapping press.
Nice thread pass.
And that's just textbooked right there. Getting the ball to the middle, looking opposite, bounce pass for the layup.
East Brunswick win the lead once more. 4:20 left to go.
And we see the Bears back in their 1-3-1 zone defense, looking to get in some passing lanes.
Roland left alone in the middle, in the corner. And we are tied once again.
It's like Wagon Blast with a little mismatch inside.
Lob pass into Wagon Blast, who misses the shot, but Gaziella follows. Man free, one-on-one with McCluskey.
Good strong take and finish right there.
So we're getting a couple of individual efforts here.
Seems like Edison is really a team that they don't really run a motion offense. They don't really set up too many plays, but they take the ball one-on-one. They really look for their stronger players to take the ball into the basket.
Bears will inbound. Lob pass. Beautiful shot up by Gaziella. Gaziella leading scorer with 14 points.
We've got the Bears here again in their man-to-man. Not as much in deny.
There's a nice give and go, huh?
Great backdoor cut, great bounce pass. That was perfect execution.
And both teams executing a little better this half. McCluskey. Byrne's going to take a long three. It hits.
And that's exactly what John Byrne needed at this point in the game. He needs that shot to go down for him.
Now we have a timeout. Not sure why. Other than maybe the Edison coach wanted to talk things over.
I think Coach Henning called that timeout. We've got the cheerleaders out here tonight cheering on the Bears, and we've got Sierra Abulf, Samantha Angelini, Lindsay Satarzi, Michelle Cole, Laura Greenberg, Kara Kendall, Michelle Lanzano, Amanda Miller, Caitlin Redding, Rachel Sachs, Rachel Schneider, Lucinda Toto, Alyssa Tucci, Caitlin Westuba, Madeline Witchell, and Lindsay Young. Very nice job by the Bears.
All righty.
And I do think it was Coach Henning that called that timeout, even though we knocked down that shot. I think he was looking to see, to get something set up with his players defensively.
All right, because Byrne hit that long three-point shot. That would have been good from an NBA line, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. So the Bears with a three-point lead, 38-35, with 2:47 left to go in the third quarter. You just get the feeling that one team is looking to break away from the other and, you know, forge a more comfortable lead. And we'll see what happens. Edison inbounds.
We've got the Bears out here playing man-to-man. Not as much pressure on the ball.
Campbell, one-on-one. with Wagon Blast, takes it to the hoop, will not fall. Rowland, however, comes up with it. He misses, and down with it is Godulewski. Kicked.
Yeah, the Bears really got away with one there because it's a tough, you want to not pass the ball back towards your own basket. That's when you give up points off of your turnover. At least if you're passing it towards your basket, there's less of a chance of giving up that layup.
So they catch a break and get the ball back. As McCluskey dribbles the ball.
And we see the Bears getting some movement, setting some picks.
Work it around. There's a three-point shot by Godulewski. And it's suddenly 41-35. East Brunswick. Again off of Uganowski's.
And that was just a completely unforced turnovers. The Bears weren't even up in the passing lane there. They were just sagging off, basically trying to contain their man, and we see Edison just threw the ball away.
That's a lack of concentration, Megan. There's really no reason for that. Ball forced inside, and I think they're going to catch Eckert on batting the ball away, and he caught somebody. He picks up his first, team's third.
And right there, like we saw by the Bears, two good jobs executing, getting open shots, and now a little lapse in thinking and an unforced turnover.
Yeah, you figure with these turnovers by Edison that the Bears would want to take advantage of it, but they haven't. Reeder, nice block. And they're going to call McCluskey on a foul. Is that beyond the three-point arc? Yes. And not only that, but McCluskey is hit with his third foul. So they got to watch that. Zach Manfrey to the line, shooting three. It's kind of weird to say that. And unlike John Byrne, who's converted on all three of his foul shots when he was fouled from the beyond the three-point arc, Manfrey misses his first.
It's tough sometimes mentally when you're on the line and you've got three shots to think about the three shots, because usually when you practice, you always think of shooting two foul shots. So, usually you shoot two and then you step back and then you step back to the line. So shooting for a three-point foul is really kind of a different mindset.
Makes the second. Getziello will come in and McCluskey out. So they'll take Jimmy out of the game with his third foul. Still 1:18 to go in the third quarter. Manfrey makes the second, so he's good on 2 of 3, and we have a timeout with the score 41-37. We will have the opportunity to listen in on Bo Henning, the East Brunswick coach.
All right, Tommy's 3, Ski is 2, so Ski, you're running the right lane, right? All right, now, Eric's in the 4. You can run the baseline here if you need it. We may need a 1-2 screen, okay? The guy who doesn't get it is going to cut through, but you'll have the 4-man stepping in with you. So just chin and be ball tough with this thing, okay? Now, up the offensive end. Let's just try and run some motion, maybe some 2-guard stuff. See if we can't turn it over with our mini thumbs-up stuff, okay? Come on, good screens.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Words of wisdom by Bo Henning.
We've got Jimmy McCluskey out of the game now, so John Byrne's going to take over at the point guard role. Edison looking to trap out of this 1-2-2 zone.
Boy, I didn't think that one was coming back. That might have been caught up in the rafters there. But it comes down. Yeah, right away, when they saw Byrne handling the ball, they immediately attacked him with two players as he crossed the line. Yeah, sensing that East Brunswick just does not handle the ball as well without McCluskey on the ball.
I mean, really, he is their only real point guard. So when he's out of the game, it's a little bit harder for them to, they don't have that person getting them set like they usually do.
This is Wagon Blast. He doesn't normally handle the ball from the point as well. Now we have 45 seconds left to go, and you got to ask the question, were they going to, or are they going to hold for one? As Edison is charged with a foul.
You know, honestly, I think it's going to be hard for them to hold the ball for 40 seconds without Jimmy in the game.
Okay.
I think if they get an open shot, they'll probably take it.
And there's that open look. Will not go, however.
Big rebound, loose ball.
Godleski. Good recovery by Eckert. Almost lost the dribble.
Now we've got 15 seconds left on the clock.
Byrne. And they try to clear out for him. John behind the back puts it up. Will not go. Still some time. There's a shot. And it hits it.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go. That'll make the highlight reel. Just from about half court.
And what a big shot. Brings them within 1 point.
Absolutely.
And also, huge momentum swing right there. I mean, as silly as it seems, you got a 3/4 court shot and it goes down. It's going to bring some fire.
And even the East Brunswick fans are clapping on that one. 41-40 on that. Yeah, just beyond the half court line. Uganoski puts it home. And with that score, with that, got to give the momentum to Edison now, huh?
Definitely. Right now, Coach Henning has got to be just telling his team, getting them thinking about the fourth quarter, getting them thinking about staying focused, because the last thing you want to do is get all excited about that shot and get down about it. You really want to stay positive, keep your concentration, and just think about getting the momentum back for your own team.
Uganoski leading scorer now with 16 points for both teams. And just as another thought, you know, you can get too excited and kind of forget that you're in a very tight ball game here. So Edison will inbound the ball to begin the fourth quarter. The score is East Brunswick 41, Edison 40. We have 8 minutes left to go.
And it's all going to come down to that 8 minutes right now. We got a 1 point game. So whichever team pulls ahead in this fourth quarter, that's all that matters.
Uganoski once more will not fall. Puts it up and home. So Sean Uganoski.
And he's got a chance for the 3-point play here.
Coming up big.
Really the mistake by East Brunswick that time was not blocking him out, assuming that he was going to make that first shot and not going for the rebound.
Puts it home. And now Edison with a 2-point lead.
We're going to see the Bears run into their motion offense.
That's McCluskey back in the game, puts it up.
Can't seem to finish that one off the back of the rim.
And they lose it again off a turnover.
And that must be Edison's fourth turnover, completely unforced, just wide open players not catching the ball. And you know, in a 2-point game, that's got to have an impact.
You got to wonder. McCluskey with it, puts it home.
Nice job breaking the pressure. You know, he's got to look to do that, and he does. He does a nice job of looking to take the ball to the hoop, because then really it gets your defender thinking a little bit. Wait a second, should I be all over this guy, or should I give him a little bit of a step?
We are tied with 7 minutes to go in the contest. And there's Uganoski once more.
And you see John Byrne that time did a great job of keeping him to his left hand. Uganoski was forced to pull up and couldn't finish.
Gaziella gets his own rebound. And they're going to call a foul here.
Second one goes for the foul. He's going to get 2 shots off of that.
Wow.
I'm sure the Edison team wanted a held ball on that.
If that foul is charged to Uganoski, he picks up his second. It seems like we've been calling his name out for the last 5 minutes.
Well, he came up with that big end of the third quarter shot, and then, you know, got a nice offensive rebound. Really, Edison really looks for him to be their offensive threat.
All right, EB now back on top, 44-43 as Gadziella makes the first of two. He is 3 for 3 from the line. And 4 for 4. 2-point lead for the Bears.
We're going to see some full court pressure here by the Bears.
It looks like East Brunswick is definitely turning it up a notch.
And the Bears are looking to run and jump right now.
Almost a steal.
Looks like
Burn
he's
ahead
got
of
it.
the field. There you go.
Whew.
And East Brunswick, with excellent defense, takes a 4-point lead. 6.5 minutes to go in the contest.
And all they're doing right now is looking for Edison to make mistakes.
Oganowski penetrates. And that's the liability of playing that aggressive defense.
You really got to keep him away from the right side.
EB by 2. There's McCluskey one more time, misses it. Play a little bit more helter-skelter here.
Looks like this game is going to be a pretty high pace for the last 6 minutes. John Byrne again trying to cut off that right hand.
Oh, we're going to call a little shuttle step by Justin Thompson, and a turnover once more by Edison.
And it looks like Edison was going to put some pressure on McCluskey, so John Byrne's going to bring the ball up.
He with the ball. Byrne. They're going to call Thompson on the foul. Excuse me, Campbell.
Campbell for reaching in.
Yeah, and 15 for both team with 5 team fouls. So they're getting close to the bonus situation here. Pass inside to Eckert. Puts a spin move on. Will not go. Oh, they're going to say off Edison.
That was a great head fake by Eckert right there. A little up and under to duck underneath the defense.
Nice, good call by the referee in East Brunswick's favor. There's a lob. I don't know about that. Getting close to 5 minutes to go in this contest. East Brunswick by 2. Penetration.
It's going to roll out.
Oh, they're going to say that Wagon Blast. That might be a makeup call from the other side. But Wagon Blast.
But again, the Bears, you can't give up second shot opportunities. Really, you know, they were expecting that layup to go down, and that's why they didn't get the rebound. You always have to be expecting the other team to miss.
Oganowski to the line. He has 21 points and misses the first. These are kind of important shots now.
Absolutely. I mean, foul shots are always important shots, but definitely coming down the stretch right now in this tight game, you need to hit your shots from the line.
And he misses both. However,
that's got to be an over the back.
Well, it's got to be, but it wasn't called, Megan. So they get a second opportunity and draw another foul. Looks like Campbell is down on the court. Nope, he gets back up. So those 2 missed foul shots, they get the ball back, and now they're back to the line. And that foul was called on Gadziella. He picks up his 4th. Another miss. Wow, there's some big misses going on here. Tommy's going to exit the game for a brief period of time with 4 fouls as Godulewski returns. And finally, they make one to make it a 1-point game.
And now coming down the wire here in the 4th quarter, about 5 minutes left. They need to get some scores here. Got to execute.
Whew, that was a close pass.
Edison looking to double team the ball.
Byrne, real hard.
And now Edison's going to try and execute and get their score.
With it is Manfree. Now that's Roland. What do we got here? Push by Wagon Blast. And that's going to be a bonus situation now.
Right now, I'm just a little bit confused by the referee's calls. Like, they're calling some, like, touchy fouls, but then also not calling fouls that seem a little bit more obvious. So, really, the referees need to show a little consistency at the end of this game here.
Yeah, that's what you look for in officiating, consistency. Wagon Blast picks up the foul, so with the bonus, Manfrey will go to the line with a 1-and-1. Makes the first, and we are tied. That one is good as well. So the Eagles, again with the lead. Byrne in the corner here.
And we're going to see the Bears get in their motion.
Almost taken away. To Nettie. Wagon Blast to the basket, strong. And the Bears only getting one shot. They're getting their shots, but they're only getting one.
Yeah, unfortunately, they haven't put it down. They're getting inside. They're all going off the back of the rim.
Nettie with a foul. Don't know about that one. Why give him a free gift to the line? So Manfrey.
He just knocked down 2, and he's going to go back to the line now.
He is 5 for 7 from the charity stripe. And the Bears, with one more foul, will be in the double bonus. So Manfrey, getting practice shooting fouls, has finally found his touch.
And we're going to see Gaziella back in the game. The Bears really need a spark right now, offensively and defensively. They can't continue to foul and send the Eagles to the line. So with one of their top scorers, Tommy Gaziella, coming back in.
And Manfrey misses the second, so it's a 2-point game. McCluskey, the tie-up, what do we got? East Brunswick gets the ball, but they lose the possession arrow.
And really, the Bears just not being as ball tough as they need to be right now. When you have the ball, fourth quarter, you just can't make careless errors.
And that may be what Bo Henning wants to talk about as we are going to listen in on his huddle.
All right, we're going to start our offense with a shallow cut, okay? Back door might be open. Now listen to me. The reason I called this timeout is we're playing like we're afraid to lose, okay? That's how cautious we are, going after boards and that. Guys, the sun will come up tomorrow. What you want to know is that you just did everything you could to win instead. Don't play to avoid losing, okay? When the game starts, nobody's supposed to win, nobody's supposed to lose. It's about opportunities, okay? Just play loose. Play aggressive on the defensive end without fouling. Next time they use a ball screen, we're Detroit. We're Detroit without the foul, and that means everybody else got to be real ball aware, ready to rotate and help, okay? Shallow cuts the offense. Watch for a change in D. We have to go 2-1-2 if it's that zone, okay?
Let's go, fellas. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Well, that was more a philosophical talk.
Oh, definitely. But, you know, he's exactly right. You can see the Bears a little bit tentative right now. And, you know, Bo Henning telling them, you know, you can't play so that you're not going to lose.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, that's right.
Calling him for the violation for
Yeah, it was
running
a traveling
underneath the
violation.
basket.
Could not move off the inbounds, right?
You know, usually the ref gives the player, before they hand them the ball, they say, you can run or you cannot run. And, you know, they have to, well, I don't know if they have to, but most referees will say that,
right,
that if you're not allowed to run, they'll make it clear you have to stay in that spot. So, unfortunately for the Bears, Edison's going to have the ball. They really need to step up and get a stop.
Yeah, they really do need to get a stop here. And Nettie gets it right back. Good for him. Pushes it up, does McCluskey to Byrne. Points are going to be oh so important here in this late going. Byrne draws the foul.
You're not going to get that charge call only because of the angle of his body, and he's too far underneath the basket. You can't get a charge underneath the basket.
And Rowland charged with his third. Byrne will go to the line. Remember, he hit his first 3.
Yeah, starting the second half.
And he has 2 important shots here.
Yeah, the Bears need these right now. He can tie up the game for them.
Makes the first. Good on the second.
Looks like we're going to see a little bit of pressure from the Bears.
Byrne with 10 points. Remember, he was scoreless at halftime, I think. Or maybe only had 3 points. Oganowski, we haven't heard about him lately. And the ball rolls in for Rowland. 51-49. Whoa, a lot of stuff inside here. That ball was tipped by Campbell, and McCluskey with the foul. He draws his 4th.
It's a good foul by McCluskey. You can't give up that easy 2 this late in the game.
And maybe they had talked, we don't know, they may have talked about it and determined that that Campbell is not a good foul shooter. We will find out. So 2 East Brunswick players with 4 fouls, McCluskey and Gadziella. It was like a 2-handed push shot.
And we still got a lot of time left on the clock here. Still 3 minutes.
Right. Edison with a 3-point lead. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Way short.
Yeah, you could see that first one was like a stroke of luck, and that second one never even was close to its mark.
Gadziella wide open on the wing.
Bingo.
Gotta knock that down. Gotta knock that down. Great shot. That's just what the Bears needed. Now we got a tie game.
And here comes the pressure as Manfrey crosses court. He wants to take it home, and when they're going to call, if they got McCluskey, it's his 5th, and that's going to be a loss for East Brunswick.
Definitely, and you know what? Right there, I mean, Manfrey started his drive at half court. The Bears have to see that help side sooner. No one was even there until he was already on the block. You need to have a man there to help before the other player gets to the block. Outside the lane, you got to keep them.
McCluskey pleading his case, saying he only has 4, but we were keeping score. We knew it was his 5th. So the East Brunswick team does have up to 1 minute to put a replacement in, so Henning's taking his time. Unless they've called a timeout here.
I don't think they've called a timeout. I think they get 30 seconds to put in a sub, so you want to use that time to talk to your team about the new player coming in the game, especially when your point guard's coming out. You need to talk to them about what offenses you want them to run and defensively what you want their goals to be. So right now I'm sure Coach Henning is just using this time to get his team all on the same page.
So Manfrey is the one that will get the foul shots. He has been to the line 9 times tonight, converting on 6. And will be asked to make some rather important shots here with 2:26 left to go in this contest. We are tied. Just as important for East Brunswick, McCluskey is fouled out. And that shot is good.
And really now we're going to see John Byrne with the Bears with the extra burden of having to bring the ball up the court. So he's really going to have quite a bit on his shoulders right now in this last 2 minutes.
And you wonder what Edison's going to do to adjust to that. Misses the second. And Edison gets the ball. They're going to say off of East Brunswick.
Can't give up those rebounds off of foul shots.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. So Reeder will inbounds. Taken away? Ooh. Almost. That was close. Manfrey, what are they going to call blocking foul on Byrne. Uganowski just had that first step on John Byrne.
I think the tough thing about that call is that John Byrne didn't initiate that contact at all. Okaneski was the one who totally initiated the contact and went into him.
Ogonoski to the line, will shoot 2. Makes the first. It's now a 2-point margin for the Eagles. And misses the second. Tipped around, and the Eagles once more come up with the rebound.
Right now, I mean, the Bears cannot give up those rebounds. Again, the second time, missed foul shot, and they give up the rebound.
They're going to call an offensive foul that time. Good thing for Gaziella, because he had 4 fouls.
And you know, that's the first offensive foul that's been called all game tonight, really at a huge time for the Bears. They've tried to take a number of charges.
That was obvious.
Mike
Megan.
Wagenblast tried to take 2 charges. That's the second charge Tommy Gaziella tried to take. First time they got the call, so that was a big spot for the Bears.
All right, big possession right here. Under 2 minutes to play. East Brunswick down by 2. There's going to be a shot by Godzelewski. Will not go, however. And Campbell with the rebound.
We still got a lot of time left here to play. Right now, Edison's got to be looking for a good shot.
Ogonoski with it. Byrne. Campbell. Almost stolen. Campbell with it. Nice pass off to Ogonoski. They're going to call a foul. Good job by Edison.
Looks like Ogonoski might have gotten, I think, kicked in the face.
They're going to call Godzelewski on that foul, his first. So Edison, with a 2-point lead, will have the opportunity to extend that, as Sean Ogonoski will go to the line. He is the leading scorer for Edison. We got to count him up here.
These are 2 big shots right now. The Bears are only down 2.
Correct. 21 points so far.
Still going to be a 1-possession game for the Bears.
Ogonoski has had mixed success from the line tonight. He's missed as many as he's made. And he misses that one as well. But you know, Campbell has been really effective. What are we going to got here? An offensive foul. Boy, I almost thought that he was shoved into to him.
That's 2 big charges for the Bears. Mike Wagenblast stepping up, getting great position. That was an obvious offensive foul.
That was a big sequence for the Bears. The 2 missed shots from the line from Ogonoski, and then they draw the offensive foul. And so the Bears find themselves down by 2 with the ball. 1:12 to go as we have a timeout here.
I mean, I got to think the real negative right now is that they cannot get that offensive rebound. And it looks like Coach Henning is talking to the defensive rebound off the foul shot. It looks like he's talking to the ref. He feels like his players are getting pushed underneath the basket. And they need to get those rebounds coming down the wire. You can't be giving up extra shots.
All right, set the stage here. 1:12 left to go in the game. It is 54-52 Edison. East Brunswick will inbound the ball. McCluskey is out of the game, so they're going to have to rely on Byrne to take it up. Gaziella is saddled with 4 fouls. And I don't know, Megan. What do you think Coach Henning is drawing up in the huddle? Shall we listen in? Sure.
Hey, listen to me. Even if John enters it first, Ski will go to the corner, John will post. Okay? Now, don't force it. We might have Mike at the high post, and he might be able to go in with it. Okay? Know the situation. Tied or with the lead, 21 tough D. But if we score, let's go 34 without fouling, right? Or a dead ball. Get back to it. Behind, see, your guy, we want to foul him. Who's got 44? We'll foul him if we touch the ball. Okay?
Bring us home, fellas. Bring us home right now.
All right, that scratchy voice that you hear from Bo Henning is an annual event for him in January. He always loses his voice. As long as I've known him. All right, here we go. East Brunswick with it. There's Byrne. And Edison drops off. Nettie penetrates. They're going to give him that shot. And there's a turnover as Campbell comes up with the steal. And Edison's going to back away.
Bring it out.
Under a minute.
And we're going to see the Bears turn on the pressure.
And a foul. They had to do it. Who was it on? Boy, those cross-court passes, they're killers, aren't they?
That definitely was a tough pass, and you know it's a flat pass, and it's so easy to read when you're in help side to step up and steal that ball.
So here we are once more with Zach Manfrey on the line with some crucial foul shots for the Eagles. He makes the first, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
So we still got a one-possession game here for the Bears.
Misses the second. Nettie with the rebound.
He's going to bring it up himself.
There's Byrne.
The Bears can tie with a 3.
Byrne elects to go inside.
Good strong take. Plenty of time left on the clock. Now they get a chance to get a stop.
55-54, Edison, and ahead of the field is Rowland. 20 seconds left to go, a 3-point game.
Pass ahead to John Byrne. He's on the wing.
Byrne has to go for a 3, and they're going to call a foul.
It's going to put John Byrne in the 1-and-1 situation. Bears are down 3 points, so he's got to make both of these, and they'll be down 1, and the Bears are still going to need to get the ball back.
Campbell picks up his 4th as Byrne goes to the line shooting 2. And we're going to have a timeout as we strategize here. Bo Henning is shaking his head. You think maybe Byrne had that 3-point shot and didn't have a chance to take it?
I don't think he had that shot at all. He was double teamed.
All right, we'll listen in on Henning.
Ball gets ahead of you guys. You got to hustle back there. All right. After John makes his second one, I want you next to your guy. Okay, next to your guy during this. Then we're playing it with a floater. We're switching everything, and we're looking for steal. We're looking for steal. If it comes in, we got to put him on the free throw line. Go, hurry up. Report for Tommy. Who did you have?
4. Usually took it number 4.
Okay, you're quick enough to guard 20? Yes? 4, 3, I guess, right? Okay, and the other guys should have their matchups, all right?
So Bo Henning really talking to his team about what they want to do after they make these 2 shots. And he wants to keep John Byrne positive and then checking the matchups he really wants to get his players that have fouls to give to be the ones who give the foul right here. He knows he's got Tommy Gattiello with 4, so he gave him a break for now. I'm sure we'll see him come back in the game offensively.
So John Byrne, needless to say, these are very important foul shots.
And that one rattles home.
So it is a 2-point game, 57-55. 14 seconds. That is when the clock will resume.
It's going to roll home.
Okay, here we go. They're going to have to inbounds. And right away, Byrne is charged with the foul. So
they need to get that clock stopped. That's exactly what they wanted. I mean, obviously they wanted to get a steal off of that, but soon as it's inbound, you need to get a foul.
So Manfrey will yet go again to the line.
And the Bears down 1. They got to be looking for him to miss at least one of these shots.
Yeah, or, well, you know, the best case scenario is he sinks both and it's a 3-point game. East Brunswick will at least have the opportunity to tie it. And
he gets the roll.
Rolls in. You know, Edison hasn't had too many of these crucial games, and they're in the pressure cooker now.
And this shot's going to decide whether the Bears need to look for a 2 or a 3.
Crowd makes noise. That shot's in as well. So 2 foul shots.
And
Clock
Edison
starts.
Showing some pressure.
There's Godulewski. Backs up to the 3-point arc. Up. Still bounding around. Another shot by Byrne. And that's going to do it, even if it counts, which they don't say it does or not. Edison's going to win this game. I guess that shot does count because the scoreboard reads 59-58, Megan. And Edison comes away with a victory. And remember, this is a team that lost to East Brunswick by 16 points in the opener. And
they had a solid performance tonight.
Yeah, they really did.
And it was totally a game of runs. It really all came down to the fourth quarter, and the Bears gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, and Edison really was able to take advantage of that and they got to the foul line early in one-on-one situations, and they were able to finish a lot of those foul shots in the fourth quarter. So Bears made a good effort, couldn't pull away, and fourth quarter just they went into the fourth quarter up by 1 and they left down by 1. So they really lost that quarter only by 2 points.
And I'll tell you what's important for Edison as their record improves to 6-9 is this is a team that only needs to get to the 500 mark, win 3 more games to qualify for the state playoffs, and this has to be a swing game for them.
Well, and they're on a roll, like we said before this game even started. They came into this game with 2 big wins, and now they're leaving this game with another big win in a close game.
And with that loss, East Brunswick falls to 10-5, and the going doesn't get any easier as the Bears look to play their next game. That is going to be at South Brunswick, and that's going to be a tough game. And then they're going to come home to Saraville, and then Piscataway again is going to be on the road, followed by Perth Amboy, St. Joe's. So the road is going to get considerably tougher for East Brunswick as they move through the season. But they're going to smart after this loss tonight. So the final score, East Brunswick dropping a 59-58 game to Edison to fall to 10-5. Edison moves to 6-9. That's going to do it here from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. For Megan O'Neill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thank you for being with us.